The Wrecking Crew is a 2026 American buddy cop action comedy film directed by Ángel Manuel Soto and written by Jonathan Tropper. It stars Dave Bautista, Jason Momoa, Claes Bang, Temuera Morrison, Jacob Batalon, Frankie Adams, Mayabi, Stephen Root, and Morena Baccarin. Plot: Private investigator Walter Hale is killed in an apparent hit-and-run in Hawaii. His sons, estranged half-brothers U.S. Navy SEAL James and suspended police detective Johnny, are informed of his death. Yakuza thugs attack Johnny at his Oklahoma home, believing that Walter had sent him a package. Although initially ambivalent about Walter's death due to their estrangement, Johnny heads to Hawaii to attend the funeral and investigate his death. There, he reunites with James, meeting his wife Leela and their children. Their cousin Nanny comes, who works for Governor Peter Mayhew, also a longtime family friend. The brothers investigate Walter's death separately, converging on his ransacked apartment. They work with Walter's assistant Pika and find plans for a casino and resort hidden in a surfboard. With Nanny's help, they discover the casino is to be built on Hawaiian homelands, with the site already home to a small community. Johnny and James infiltrate a party held at casino developer Marcus Robichaux's house. Johnny discovers that Walter had been hired by both Marcus and his wife Monica to investigate each other, while James encounters Yakuza leader Nakamura, whose shell company owns the vehicle involved in Walter's death. Johnny goes to meet Monica the next day but finds her dead. Believing Marcus to be responsible, he returns to the house to confront him, but is beat up by Marcus security and locked up in jail. After Johnny is released, the brothers fight each other to settle their differences. Johnny reveals he is motivated to investigate Walter's death because he was unable to solve the murder of his own mother, who he blames on the Syndicate, a local crime group. However, James discloses that he sent Johnny away to save his life from the Syndicate, leading to their estrangement. Johnny's ex-girlfriend Valentina calls him from Oklahoma, telling him that a package from Walter had arrived there. After she personally delivers the package to Hawaii, they find it contains a flash drive that acts as a security key to a digital wallet owned by Walter before they are attacked by more Yakuza. After fighting them off, they discover the digital wallet contains millions of dollars as well as transaction information relating to offshore bank accounts owned by Governor Mayhew. They conclude that Robichaux, in league with the Yakuza, has been bribing the governor. This is to legalize gambling and to give him permission to build a casino on Hawaiian homeland. Walter was murdered after he uncovered the plot and sent the flash drive to Johnny. James and Johnny receive a call from Robichaux, revealing that he has kidnapped Leela and Nanny, and demands the flash drive for their lives. James and Johnny assault his house, rescue them, and kill Nakamura and Robichaux. Mayhew is arrested for corruption while the leader of the syndicate gives Johnny the name of the man who killed his mother in appreciation for dealing with the Yakuza. However, Johnny burns the paper with the killer's name in a barbecue. Johnny decides to stay in Hawaii with James and they make plans to spend the millions left to them by Walter in the digital wallet. Cast: Dave Bautista as James Hale, Jason Momoa as Johnny Hale, Claes Bang as Marcus Robichaux, Temuera Morrison as Governor Peter Mayhew, Jacob Batalon as Pika, Frankie Adams as Hanani Nani Palakiko, Mayabi as Nakamura, Stephen Root as Detective Sergeant Carl Renard, Morena Baccarin as Valentina, Mayaki Aloha as Lonnie, Lydia Peckham as Monica Robichaux, Stephen Oyung as Akiyako, Mark R. Black as Monty, David Hakili Kanui Bell as Alcott, Roemita Fox as Leela Hale, Branscombe Richmond as Mr. K, Yuzua Tuavavalagi as Kai, Brian L. Colina as Walter Hale. Production. Development. The film is produced by Jeffrey Fearson for Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. It is written by Jonathan Tropper. 2MGM won a four-way bidding war for the project in 2021, which reportedly came from an original idea from Tropper, Jason Momoa, and Dave Bautista. 3. David Leitch was once attached to direct with filming locations scouted in Hawaii, but that iteration of the project fell through due to scheduling commitments with The Fall Guy. 4. In August 2023, Ángel Manuel Soto came on board to direct. 5. Casting. Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista were linked to roles in 2021 prior to a bidding war for the project, which was won by MGM. They were confirmed in the roles in August 2023. 6. In August 2024, Claes Bang, Timura Morrison, Jacob Batalon, Frankie Adams, Mayabi, and Stephen Root joined the cast of the film. 7-8. In September, Morena Baccarin joined the cast, with Lydia Peckham, Roimita Fox, and Branscombe Richmond. 9-10. The film was the final acting role of David Hakili Kanui Bell, who died on June 12, 2025. This film marks his only other acting role in a film, as Bell previously made his film debut in the live-action remake of Lilo and Stitch 11, which starred fellow cast member for this film Mayuki Aloha. 12. Filming. Principal photography began on October 5, 2024, in Hawaii and New Zealand. 10-13. Music. Bobby Krlic composed the score for the film, making this his second collaboration with Soto, following Blue Beetle. 14. Release. The Wrecking Crew had its world premiere at the Regal Times Square Theater in New York City on January 15, 2026 15, and was released on Amazon Prime Video on January 28. 16. Critical response. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 74% of 69 critics' reviews are positive. The website's consensus reads, "The Wrecking Crew is as brawny and disarmingly charming as its two leading men, smashing through a thin story with colorful pyrotechnics and a satisfying amount of attitude." David Michael Bautista Jr., born January 18, 1969, is an American actor and retired professional wrestler. Regarded as one of the most prolific professional wrestlers of the Ruthless Aggression era, he rose to fame for his multiple stints in WWE between 2002 and 2019. Bautista began his wrestling career in 1999 and signed with WWE, then WWF, in 2000. From 2002 to 2010, he gained fame under the ring name Batista, initially as a member of Evolution. Amongst other championships, Bautista would go on to win the WWE Championship twice and the World Heavyweight Championship 4 times. His first reign as World Heavyweight Champion was the longest in the title's history. He also won the 2005 and 2014 Royal Rumble matches and subsequently headlined WrestleMania 21 and WrestleMania XXX, with the former being one of the top 5 highest-grossing PPV events in wrestling history. He retired from professional wrestling after WrestleMania 35 in 2019. As an actor, Bautista is known for portraying Drax in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, 2014 to 2023, and Raven in Dune, 2021, and its 2024 sequel. Bautista has additionally starred in Spectre, 2015, Blade Runner 2049, 2017, Final Score, Master Z, Ip Man Legacy, both 2018, Army of the Dead, 2021, Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery, 2022, Knock at the Cabin and Parachute, both 2023, and The Last Showgirl, 2024. 2. Industry peers and alike consider Bautista as the best wrestler turned actor of all time. 3-4. Early life. David Michael Bautista Jr. was born in Washington, D.C., on January 18, 1969. The son of Donna Ray, née Mullins, and hairdresser David Michael Bautista. His mother is of Greek descent, while his father was born to Filipino immigrants. 6-7-8. His paternal grandfather served in the Philippine military, worked as a taxi driver and barber, and held other jobs to feed the family. Bautista's mother later came out as a lesbian. 9. He has said that he lived in poverty and had a hard life, which included exposure to violent crime at an early age. 10. Before reaching the age of 9, 2 bodies had been found on his front lawn and another one nearby. 11 As young as age 13, he had begun stealing cars. 12 By age 17, he was estranged from his parents and living on his own. 13 However, he later said, "I am proud of my parents. They are good, honest, hard-working folks. They taught me the values of working hard." 12. Bautista worked as a nightclub bouncer until he was arrested after a fight that left 2 patrons injured, one of whom was knocked unconscious. 13 After a trial, he was sentenced to 1 year of probation. 13 He worked as a lifeguard. 14 Before deciding to pursue a career in bodybuilding. 13 Which he credits with saving his life. 15 At the age of 30, after having a breakdown from the shame he felt for having to ask a co-worker to lend him money so he could buy Christmas presents for his children, he saw how lucrative a career in professional wrestling could be and decided to pursue it. 9. Part of a series on professional wrestling history. Notable promotions. Notable men. Notable women. Notable tag teams and stables. By region. Styles. Concepts. Culture. Media outlets. Controversies. Lists. Related topics. Vid. Professional wrestling career. Training and early career, 1999 to 2000. Bautista tried out at World Championship Wrestling's power plant, where trainer Dwayne Bruce told him he would never make it in the wrestling business. 16 He then went to the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, who advised him to train with Afa Anoa'i at the Wild Samoan Training Center. 17-18 Where he trained and later competed in Anoa'i's World Extreme Wrestling, WXW, promotion. He wrestled his debut match under the ring name Khan on October 30, 1999, less than 3 months before his 31st birthday. 20 He also trained with Maressa Crump in Muay Thai and Eskrima. 1921. World Wrestling Federation / World Wrestling Entertainment / WWE, 2000 to 2010. Ohio Valley Wrestling, 2000 to 2002. Upon signing with the WWF in 2000, Bautista was sent to Ohio Valley Wrestling, OVW, a WWF developmental territory. He made his OVW debut later that year under the ring name Leviathan 19, where he immediately joined forces with SYNN. As a member of the Disciples of SYNN stable, he went undefeated until being beaten at Christmas Chaos by Kane with help from Stone Cold Steve Austin. He later won the OVW Heavyweight Championship from the Machine Doug Basham before losing the belt to the Prototype. A few months later, Bautista left OVW after he was promoted to WWE's main roster. 17. Early storylines, 2002 to 2003. While still in OVW, Bautista began appearing on non-televised WWE events. 22 He began his televised WWE career on May 9, 2002, on an episode of SmackDown. As Deacon Batista, a heel enforcer for Reverend Devon. 23 He made his WWE in-ring debut in a tag team match teaming with Devon against Farouk and Randy Orton, pinning Orton. Over several weeks, Orton tried to beat Devon and Batista with different partners, but ultimately lost each time. 24 Batista suffered his first loss in a match against Ricochet after Devon accidentally punched him, allowing Ricochet to take advantage and pin Batista. Batista and Devon argued over the forthcoming weeks, with Batista eventually turning on Devon. On the November 14 episode of SmackDown, Batista defeated Devon to end their feud. 25 After splitting with Devon, he was assigned to the Raw brand and was renamed Batista. He aligned himself with Ric Flair. 26 And feuded with Kane, whom he defeated at Armageddon on December 15. 27. Evolution, 2003 to 2005. Main article, Evolution. In January 2003, Batista joined Triple H, Ric Flair, and Randy Orton to form the heel stable Evolution. 28 Batista, however, was sidelined for much of 2003 after he tore his right triceps muscle at a Raw Live event in a tag team match alongside Orton against the Dudley Boyz. While training after the injury, Bautista retore his triceps, extending his stay on the sidelines. 29 Bautista made his return on the October 20th episode of Raw, interfering in a match between Goldberg and Shawn Michaels. 30 At Armageddon on December 14th, Bautista and Ric Flair became the World Tag Team Champions after winning a Tag Team Turmoil match 31, while Triple H won the World Heavyweight Championship and Randy Orton the Intercontinental Championship. 32 Bautista and Flair held the titles until the February 16, 2004, episode of Raw, when they were defeated by Booker T and Rob Van Dam. 33 They later defeated Booker T and Van Dam on the March 22 episode of Raw to regain the titles before losing them to Chris Benoit and Edge on the April 19 episode of Raw. 34 35 36 In late 2004, the relationship between Bautista and Triple H began to deteriorate in kayfabe. After a loss to Chris Jericho, Triple H verbally insulted Bautista. Bautista teased leaving Evolution that night, but declared that he was still part of Evolution and that they tricked everyone. 37 Despite this ploy, Bautista began behaving more like a face over the next few weeks in comparison to Evolution's heel tactics. One particular moment saw Bautista express disgust as Triple H and Ric Flair boasted about how they had intimidated and/or beat up Jim Ross, Danny Hodge, and Stacy Keibler. Regardless, he continued to show his loyalty to Triple H and Evolution by running down to the ring and assisting them in matches. As 2005 began, Triple H realized the possibility of Bautista becoming a threat to his World Heavyweight Championship. Triple H suggested that he not enter the Royal Rumble on January 30th, claiming that it would be selfish of him to do so, and to simply focus on Triple H retaining the title. Bautista entered anyway and went on to win the Rumble, earning the right to participate in the main event of WrestleMania 21 on April 3 against the world champion of his choice. 38 On the February 14th episode of Raw, in an attempt to persuade Bautista to challenge WWE Champion John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL, and challenger John Cena in a triple threat match rather than him, Triple H concocted a scheme to have Bautista run over in a limousine resembling the one used by JBL. Initially, Bautista did not want help from Evolution and wanted to confront JBL by himself. Triple H insisted that Evolution stick together and accompanied Bautista anyway, saving him from the oncoming vehicle. 39 Bautista became aware of the plot while sneakily eavesdropping on fellow Evolution members and signed a contract guaranteeing him a match with the World Heavyweight Champion Triple H at WrestleMania 21, thus leaving Evolution and officially turning face. Bautista initially pretended that he would sign with SmackDown, giving Triple H and Flair the thumbs up, but turned it into a thumbs down before attacking the pair. He emphasized his departure by powerbombing Triple H through the table used for the contract signing. 40. World Heavyweight Champion, 2005 to 2008. Bautista as World Heavyweight Champion in September 2005. Batista won the World Heavyweight Championship on April 3 by defeating Triple H in the main event of WrestleMania 21. 141 WrestleMania 21 received 1.09 million pay-per-view buys worldwide, the then highest ever number of buys for any non-boxing pay-per-view. Batista's match with Triple H was described by sports journalist Dave Meltzer as the peak of one of WWE's best storylines in years. 42 Batista won a rematch with Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship at Backlash on May 1. 43 After Batista retained his title against Edge on the May 23 episode of Raw, he was betrayed by Ric Flair, who helped Triple H viciously attack Batista as Triple H challenged Batista to a Hell in a Cell match at Vengeance on June 26. 44 Batista won the match at Vengeance, retaining his title yet again. With this win, Batista became the first wrestler to pin Triple H in a Hell in a Cell match. 45 On the June 30 episode of SmackDown, Batista was drafted to the SmackDown Brand as the last pick in the 2005 WWE Draft Lottery, making a surprise appearance to thwart John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL, who was celebrating his victory in a six-man elimination match to crown the inaugural SmackDown champion. This resulted in Bautista bringing the World Heavyweight Championship to SmackDown. 46 JBL defeated Bautista at the Great American Bash on July 24 by disqualification after the referee saw Bautista use a steel chair. 47 They had a rematch at SummerSlam on August 21 in a no-holds-barred match in which Bautista pinned JBL. 48 The feud culminated in a Texas bull rope match on the September 9 episode of SmackDown, with Bautista retaining his championship. 49 Soon after retaining the title in a feud with Eddie Guerrero at No Mercy on October 9, WWE.com reported that Bautista suffered a muscle tear in his back at the taping for the November 11 episode of SmackDown, due to a double chokeslam from Big Show and Kane. 51 Plans had been made for Bautista to defend the title in a triple threat match with Eddie Guerrero and Randy Orton on the November 18 episode of SmackDown, but the match did not take place as Guerrero unexpectedly died on November 13, the date of the taping. Bautista paid homage to Guerrero during the Raw and SmackDown tribute shows dedicated to Guerrero's memory. 52. Bautista led Team SmackDown against Team Raw in an interbrand feud before Survivor Series on November 27. The feud saw Big Show and Kane chokeslamming Bautista several more times in the weeks leading up to Survivor Series in an on-camera explanation for Bautista's injury. 53 Bautista ultimately helped his team win the match at Survivor Series. 54 After Bautista saved Rey Mysterio from Big Show and Kane on the December 2 episode of SmackDown, 55 leading to a match with Mysterio teaming with Bautista to face Big Show and Kane at Armageddon on December 18. On the December 16 episode of SmackDown, Bautista and Mysterio defeated WWE Tag Team Champions 56 MNM to win the titles in a match they dedicated to Eddie Guerrero, and thus Bautista became a double champion. 57 After this, the clash with Big Show and Kane at Armageddon turned into a champions versus champions encounter. Bautista and Mysterio lost to Big Show and Kane at Armageddon. 58 2 weeks later on the December 30 episode of SmackDown, MNM defeated Bautista and Mysterio after help from the returning Mark Henry to regain the WWE Tag Team Championship. During the interference, Henry attacked Bautista, and performed his world's strongest slam. 59 The teams met again in a steel cage match on the January 6, 2006 episode of SmackDown, that Henry also became involved in, and Bautista and Mysterio were defeated again. 60 Bautista tore his right triceps during a match with Mark Henry at a house show on January 6, forcing him to vacate the World Heavyweight Championship at the SmackDown tapings on January 13, 2 days after surpassing Triple H's previous mark of 280 days for longest reigning champion. In his book, Bautista Unleashed, Bautista said that he believed that Henry was careless during their match as he never gave Bautista any warning that the move was coming. Bautista went on to have successful surgery on his arm on January 12. 61. Bautista in 2006. Bautista made an appearance at No Way Out on February 19 and told the crowd that once his arm had healed he would return to regain the World Heavyweight Championship. 62 At WrestleMania 22 on April 2, he interrupted a Randy Orton interview, putting SmackDown on notice that the World Heavyweight Championship would return to him by WrestleMania 23. 63. Bautista made his official return during the July 7 episode of SmackDown, immediately calling out and entering into a feud with Mark Henry. 64 At Saturday night's main event XXXIII, Bautista won a six-man tag match with teammates Rey Mysterio and Bobby Lashley, defeating World Heavyweight Champion King Booker, Finlay, and Mark Henry. 65 Henry was legitimately injured and was ruled out of the scheduled match between the two at the Great American Bash on July 23, thus further delaying a potential feud between the two after being delayed by Bautista's initial injury. 64. Bautista put out an open challenge to replace the injured Henry, which was answered by Mr. Kennedy. 66 At the Great American Bash, Bautista lost this match via disqualification for failing to stop choking Kennedy into the turnbuckle with his boot, but continued to attack Kennedy, resulting in a laceration on his forehead so severe that it exposed his cranium and required more than 20 stitches to close. 67-68 Bautista lost another match with Kennedy via count-out in a rematch on the July 28 episode of SmackDown, before finally defeating Kennedy by pinfall on the August 4 episode of SmackDown. 69-70 Bautista faced Big Show for the ECW World Championship on the August 1 episode of ECW, winning the match by disqualification but failing to win the championship as titles cannot change hands by disqualification. 71 He then set his sights on King Booker's World Heavyweight Championship, with the two facing in a match for the title at 2006 SummerSlam on August 20. However, Bautista also won this match by disqualification. 72 During a commercial shoot for the SummerSlam pay-per-view, Booker T and Bautista reportedly got into a legitimate fist fight, with Booker T accusing Bautista of considering himself superior to the rest of the roster due to his quick climb to main event status. It was also reported that some wrestlers on the SmackDown brand agreed with Booker T. 73-74-75 Bautista continued his pursuit of the championship, failing to capture it once again in a fatal four-way at No Mercy on October 8, also involving Finlay and Bobby Lashley. 76 Before finally defeating King Booker to regain the World Heavyweight Championship at Survivor Series on November 26. 177 The following month at Armageddon on December 17, Bautista teamed with John Cena to defeat King Booker and Finlay, putting an end to the rivalry. 78 Bautista holding the World Heavyweight Championship and a flag of Puerto Rico in 2006. Going into 2007, Bautista began a short feud with Mr. Kennedy over the championship. 79 Bautista retained the championship over Kennedy at the Royal Rumble on January 28. 80 Bautista's next challenger was The Undertaker, the winner of the Royal Rumble match. 81 The two formed a reluctant alliance to face John Cena and Shawn Michaels at No Way Out on February 18, which they lost after Bautista turned on The Undertaker midway through the match. 82 At WrestleMania 23 on April 1, Bautista lost the World Heavyweight Championship to The Undertaker. 83 They continued their feud with a last man standing match at Backlash on April 29, which ended in a draw. 84 The two wrestled again in a steel cage match on the May 11 episode of SmackDown, which also ended in a draw. Following the match, Edge took advantage and won the title from The Undertaker by cashing in his Money in the Bank contract. 85 Afterward, Bautista challenged Edge unsuccessfully for the World Heavyweight Championship at Judgment Day on May 20, One Night Stand on June 3, in a steel cage match, and Vengeance, Night of Champions on June 24, in a last chance match. 86-87 The loss at Vengeance stipulated that Bautista could no longer get another chance at the World Heavyweight Championship while Edge remained champion. 88 Bautista accepted an open challenge from the Great Khali at the Great American Bash on July 22. Edge relinquished the title due to an injury the week before the Great American Bash, and Khali became the new World Heavyweight Champion, winning a Battle Royal and eliminating Bautista. 89 Bautista and Kane, Edge's title opponent, faced Khali at the Great American Bash in a triple threat match where Khali retained the title. 90 Bautista received a disqualification victory against Khali at SummerSlam on August 26 after Khali used a steel chair, thus Khali retained the title again. 91 Bautista finally claimed his third World Heavyweight Championship after 8 consecutive attempts, by defeating Khali in a triple threat match that included Rey Mysterio at Unforgiven on September 16. 192 His first challenge was from the Great Khali in a Punjabi prison match at No Mercy on October 7 where Bautista retained his title. He won the match by leaping from the inner bamboo structure to the outer one, shortening his escape route and beating Khali to the floor. 93 After the return of The Undertaker at Unforgiven, the duo reignited their feud at Cyber Sunday on October 28, where the fans chose Stone Cold Steve Austin as the special guest referee. Bautista pinned The Undertaker after 2 Bautista bombs. 94 The feud continued with a Hell in a Cell match at Survivor Series on November 18. During the match, Edge returned and interfered by giving The Undertaker a concerto. He then pulled an unconscious Bautista on top of The Undertaker for the pinfall to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. 95 At Armageddon on December 16, Edge won a triple threat match, alongside The Undertaker for Bautista's World Heavyweight Championship. 96. Bautista in June 2008. Bautista appeared in the Royal Rumble on January 27, 2008 and made the final 3 before being eliminated by Triple H. 97 At No Way Out on February 17, he was part of the SmackDown Elimination Chamber match and eliminated Big Daddy V, but was last eliminated by The Undertaker. 98 At WrestleMania XXIV on March 30, he defeated Umaga in an interpromotional match. After Shawn Michaels defeated Ric Flair in a career-threatening match, forcing Flair to retire, later that night 99 Bautista began a feud with Michaels, calling him selfish and egotistical. 100 The two faced off at Backlash on April 27 with Chris Jericho as the special guest referee. Michaels won after faking a knee injury and performing Sweet Chin music. 101 Bautista then defeated Michaels at One Night Stand on June 1 in a stretcher match, thus ending their feud. 102. On the June 23 episode of Raw, Bautista was drafted to the Raw brand during the 2008 WWE Draft. 103 After failing to win the World Heavyweight Championship from Edge at Night of Champions on June 29, 104 Bautista attacked Edge the following night on Raw, allowing CM Punk to cash in his Money in the Bank contract on Edge and win the World Heavyweight Championship. 105 This set up a title match between Bautista and Punk at the Great American Bash on July 20, which ended in a double disqualification after Kane interfered and attacked both men. 106 The following night on Raw, Bautista and Punk had a rematch. Bautista won by disqualification after he was attacked by JBL. As John Cena came to the ring to fight JBL, he inadvertently punched Bautista as JBL ducked. 107 This started a program between Cena and Bautista leading up to SummerSlam on August 17, for which a match was made official by Raw General Manager Mike Adamle. 108 This was the first time a match between the two would occur, as they had each been on separate brands since they both debuted in 2002. On the August 4 episode of Raw, Bautista and Cena won the World Tag Team Championship from Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase, making Bautista a 3-time World Tag Team Champion. 109-110 The next week on Raw, Bautista and Cena lost the World Tag Team Championship back to Rhodes and DiBiase. 111 After losing the titles, the two had to be separated by multiple officials. Bautista defeated Cena at SummerSlam, legitimating injuring Cena's neck in the process. 112. Bautista then competed in the World Heavyweight Championship Scramble match at Unforgiven on September 7 and was 8 seconds away from being a 4-time world champion, but Chris Jericho snuck in and pinned Kane in the waning seconds. 113 On October 26 at Cyber Sunday on October 26, Bautista defeated Jericho for his 4th World Heavyweight Championship in a match in which Stone Cold Steve Austin was voted in as the special guest referee. 114 Bautista's reign, however, only lasted 8 days when Jericho won the title back in a steel cage match on the 800th episode of Raw on November 3. 115. Bautista then entered a feud with former Evolution partner, Randy Orton, at Survivor Series on November 23. Bautista led a team of himself, CM Punk, Kofi Kingston, Matt Hardy, and R-Truth to face the team of Randy Orton, Shelton Benjamin, William Regal, Cody Rhodes, and Mark Henry. Orton's team won with Orton pinning Bautista, winning the match for his team. 116 His feud with Orton continued up to Armageddon on December 14 where Bautista defeated Orton. 117 On the December 15th episode of Raw, Bautista was put into a handicap match against The Legacy with John Cena as his partner. During the match, Orton struck Bautista with a punt to the head. Bautista was knocked out and put out of action indefinitely due to a storyline head injury. WWE.com later reported that Bautista elected to undergo surgery to repair a hamstring tear. 118 His hamstring was injured at SummerSlam, in the same match that John Cena was forced out of action with a neck injury. He was expected to be out of action for 6 to 8 months. WWE Champion, 2009 to 2010. Bautista returned on the April 6, 2009 episode of Raw to save Triple H, Shane McMahon, and Vince McMahon from The Legacy, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Ted DiBiase. 119 Vince McMahon then scheduled Bautista to team up with WWE Champion Triple H and Shane McMahon to face The Legacy at Backlash on April 26. 120 During the match, Bautista had brought out a chair, but Triple H tried to stop him, so they would not get disqualified, which would have cost Triple H the championship. This distraction, however, cost Triple H his championship, after he lost it to Orton. 121 The following night on Raw, Bautista won a singles match against Big Show due to a distraction by John Cena, to become the #1 contender for the WWE Championship at Judgment Day on May 17, 122, which he won by disqualification. 123 Bautista went on to defeat Orton in a rematch at Extreme Rules on June 7 in a steel cage match to capture his first WWE Championship. 124 However, on the June 8 episode of Raw, Bautista was to vacate the title due to a staged brutal attack by Orton and The Legacy. It was later revealed that Bautista had suffered a legitimate torn left bicep similar to what he suffered in 2006. Legacy was given on-screen credit for his injury. 125. Bautista returned on the September 14th episode of Raw with his arm still in a vice. Randy Orton, assuming Bautista was retiring, claimed that he ended Bautista's career. Bautista then removed his arm vice, which turned to be fake, and attacked Orton. He then stated that he would not retire, but moved to SmackDown instead. Later that night, he defeated Orton in a no-holds-barred match which was to be his last match on Raw. 126. Following his return to SmackDown, Bautista defeated unified WWE Tag Team Champions Jerry Show, Chris Jericho and Big Show, in singles competition. 127-128 These two victories culminated in a tag team title match against Jerry Show with his partner Rey Mysterio on October 4 at Hell in a Cell on October 4, which Jerry Show won. 129. At Bragging Rights on October 25, Bautista was unsuccessful in winning the World Heavyweight Championship in a fatal four-way match including CM Punk, Rey Mysterio, and champion The Undertaker. During the match, Mysterio broke up Bautista's pin on The Undertaker, costing him the match and the title. After the match, which The Undertaker won, Bautista and Mysterio appeared to patch things up, but Bautista said he was tired of coming so close only to be stabbed in the back and told Mysterio he was going to rip his head off. Bautista proceeded to brutally attack Mysterio, turning heel for the first time since 2005. 130. Bautista faced Mysterio on November 22 at Survivor Series, where Bautista won via referee stoppage after delivering 3 Bautista bombs to Mysterio. 131 Bautista defeated Mysterio again in a street fight on the December 11 episode of SmackDown. 132 On December 13 at TLC, Tables, Ladders and Chairs, Bautista faced The Undertaker for the World Heavyweight Championship in a chairs match. Bautista initially won the match and the title, but SmackDown General Manager Theodore Long reversed the decision because Bautista had hit The Undertaker with a low blow behind the referee's back. The match was restarted with The Undertaker winning and retaining the championship. 133 5 days later, Bautista lost to Mysterio in a number 1 contenders match for the World Heavyweight Championship 134. Mysterio's title match against The Undertaker on the December 25th episode of SmackDown ended as a no contest after interference from Bautista. 135. At the Royal Rumble on January 31, 2010, Bautista entered the Royal Rumble match at number 30, but failed to win as he was eliminated by John Cena. 136. Bautista then became involved in WWE Chairman Vince McMahon and Bret Hart's rivalry by assisting McMahon in attacking Hart. John Cena attempted to save Hart, but was assaulted by Bautista. 137. On February 21 at Elimination Chamber, as payment for Bautista attacking Hart, McMahon allowed Bautista to face Cena for the WWE Championship immediately after Cena won the title in an Elimination Chamber match. Bautista won the match and thus his second WWE Championship, which resulted in Bautista moving back to Raw. 138. On March 28 at WrestleMania XXVI, Bautista lost the WWE Championship to John Cena in a rematch, ending his reign at 35 days. 139. 140. Bautista received his rematch for the title in a last man standing match on April 25 at Extreme Rules, but was defeated by Cena after Cena duct taped his legs around a ring post, preventing him from standing up. 141. Bautista and Cena faced off once again for the WWE Championship on May 23 at Over the Limit, but he failed again to regain the title from Cena in an I Quit match, quitting as Cena threatened to give him the attitude adjustment off the roof of a car. Cena did so anyway, throwing Bautista off of the car and through the stage below. 142. The following night on Raw, Bautista opened the show in a wheelchair and claimed that he would be pursuing legal action against Cena and WWE for his injuries, which he revealed in 2014 to be a legitimate compression fracture of his L1 spine. 143. His promo was interrupted by new Raw General Manager Bret Hart, who ordered he face an injured Randy Orton to qualify for a shot at WWE Championship against Cena again at the new Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view. Bautista refused and quit the company after Hart named Orton winner by forfeit. His profile was subsequently moved to the alumni page on WWE's website. 144. He later said in an interview that he left WWE because he did not like the direction the company was going in. 145. Return to WWE, 2014. Upon his return, Bautista won the 2014 Royal Rumble match and would go on to main event WrestleMania XXX. Bautista made his return to WWE on the January 20, 2014, episode of Raw. Despite returning as a face and winning the Royal Rumble on January 26, 147, the live crowd reacted negatively towards Bautista's win, as Daniel Bryan did not take part in the match. Despite a positive reaction initially upon his return, the fans in attendance at the Royal Rumble rejected Bautista in favor of Bryan and continued to boo him after Roman Reigns was last eliminated. 148. After the show went off the air, Bautista mocked Bryan and gestured his middle finger at the crowd. 149. According to Bautista, he thought a return as a face was a bad idea because of the fans being so invested in Daniel Bryan's Yes Movement storyline. 150. At the Elimination Chamber event on February 23 and on the February 24 episode of Raw, Bautista was heavily booed by the fans during matches against Alberto Del Rio. 151. Thus resulting in Bautista turning heel on the February 28 episode of SmackDown. 152. The main event of WrestleMania XXX on April 6, originally Bautista vs Randy Orton for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, was changed to a triple threat match after Bryan defeated Triple H at WrestleMania to qualify for the match. At WrestleMania, Bryan forced Bautista to submit to win the title. 153. Orton and Bautista would later reunite with Triple H to reform Evolution to feud with The Shield. On the April 7 episode of Raw, Bautista and Orton teamed together to face the Usos for the WWE Tag Team Championship, but the match ended in a double countout. 154 later that night, Bautista and Orton, along with Kane, attacked Bryan before he was set to defend his title against Triple H. Before Triple H could defeat Bryan, the Shield interrupted by spearing Triple H and taking out Bautista, Orton, and Kane, causing the match to end in a no contest. 155 on the April 14th episode of Raw, Bautista, Triple H and Randy Orton came down to the ring to attack the Shield after their 11-on-3 handicap match, using the name and the theme of Evolution. 156 at both Extreme Rules on May 4th and Payback on June 1st, Evolution lost to the Shield. 157-158 on the June 2nd episode of Raw, Bautista quit WWE after Triple H denied him a shot at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. 159 Bautista legitimately quit the WWE due to creative differences soon after. 160-161. Second return to WWE, 2018-2019. On October 16, 2018, Bautista reunited with the rest of Evolution for an appearance on SmackDown's 1000th episode, where Bautista teased a match with Triple H, as Triple H had never beaten Bautista in singles competition. 162 The storyline between them started on February 25, 2019, when Bautista viciously attacked Ric Flair and repeatedly demanded "Give me what I want" to Triple H, which became a popular phrase associated with Bautista. 163 At WrestleMania 35, Bautista and Triple H would face each other in a no-holds-barred with Triple H's career on the line, where Bautista lost after interference from Ric Flair. 164 The next day, Bautista announced his retirement from professional wrestling. 165-166. On December 9, 2019, WWE officially announced that Bautista would be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame as a part of the class of 2020. 167 The event was postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and it was announced that the class of 2020 would be inducted alongside the class of 2021 at the 2021 event. Prior to the event, however, he was removed from the list. 168 He tweeted to confirm his removal, citing previous obligations as the reason why he could not attend the 2021 event. He also said that WWE honored his request to induct him at a future ceremony. 169. Professional wrestling style and persona. Bautista performing his finishing move, the Bautista Bomb, on Finlay at a WWE house show in 2006. Upon his return to WWE in 2014, Bautista was heavily booed by the crowd after winning the Royal Rumble, despite playing a heroic character. 170 In an interview with WWE.com, he said of the crowd reaction, "It was weird. It wasn't like a normal response. It was almost like a personal attack. It had to do with factors that were not in my control, factors and things that were going on in the company with other people, stuff that really had nothing to do with me. To me, it was a little frustrating, a little confusing, and, you know, I don't want to say I completely took it personal, but I did somewhat." 171. The fan reaction caused storyline changes, with Bautista turning into a villainous character. 152 Wrestling legend Mick Foley opined that Bautista was simply the wrong guy in the wrong place at the wrong time. Unfortunately for Dave, his return happened to be part of the perfect storm, the night WWE fans wanted Daniel Bryan, WWE Universe, to walk out as the winner of the 2014 #Royal Rumble, and would settle for nothing less. 172-173. Bautista was declared the 50th greatest wrestling villain of all time by a WWE article in 2012. 174 WWE has also ranked him as the second best world heavyweight champion of all time. 175 WWE advertised Bautista as being 6 feet 6 in tall and weighing 290 pounds, both of which are different from his real height of 6 feet 4 in an unknown weight. 176-1. Mixed martial arts career. The closing moments of Bautista's win against Vince Lucero in 2012. After leaving WWE, Bautista attended Strikeforce, Los Angeles on June 16, 2010, having previously registered an interest in competing in MMA. 177 5 days later, he said that he would be embarking on an MMA career. 178 he became a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Cesar Gracie. 179 Bautista and Strikeforce agreed on a price and were negotiating a contract. However, in April 2011, Bautista stated that negotiations fell through when the organization was bought by the Zuffa company. 180. Bautista was expected to make his MMA debut against Rashid Evans on October 6, 2012, at CES MMA, Real Pain in Providence, Rhode Island. 181-182 However, on October 1, 2012, Evans was forced out of the bout after a probation violation landed him back in jail. Evans was replaced by journeyman and 40-fight veteran Vince Lucero. Bautista went on to win the fight by technical knockout, TKO, at 4:05 in the first round. 183. Acting career. Bautista at the 2016 San Diego Comic-Con. Bautista has acted in several television shows as both himself and his wrestling character. He guest starred in the 8th episode of Season 6 of Smallville as Aldar, an extraterrestrial who escaped from the Phantom Zone and who sucks the bones out of people for nourishment. 184 In June 2009, he made a cameo appearance as himself on the Australian soap opera Neighbours. 185 In 2010, he appeared in an episode of Chuck 186 and also made a cameo appearance in Relative Strangers. 12 He starred in the 2010 action film Wrong Side of Town. 187 Bautista appeared as the villainous brass body in the Universal Studios film The Man with the Iron Fists. 188. Bautista played Drax the Destroyer in the 2014 Marvel Studios film Guardians of the Galaxy, which was a critical and commercial success. 189 He played Mr. Hinks in the James Bond film Spectre, 2015, 190 and starred as the villain Tong Po in the reboot of the martial arts film Kickboxer. 191 He was widely praised for his supporting role in Blade Runner 2049, 2017. 192-193 He reprised his role as Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, 2017, 194 Avengers, Infinity War, 2018, and Avengers, Endgame, 2019. 195. In 2018, Bautista joined his castmates in support of Guardians of the Galaxy director James Gunn after Gunn's firing over old tweets joking about pedophilia and rape. 196 He called Gunn's firing nauseating and declared that he would ask to be recast if Disney, the parent company of Marvel Studios, did not use Gunn's script for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. 197 Gunn was reinstated as the film's director in March 2019. 198 In May 2021, he confirmed that the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 would be his final appearance as Drax. 199. Bautista starred in Army of the Dead, 2021, 200 and had a villainous role in Dune, 2021, 201 which was released to critical and commercial success. 202-203 He also appeared as Duke in Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery, 2022, and starred in M. Night Shyamalan's horror film Knock at the Cabin, 2023. 204 He appeared in the fantasy adventure film In the Lost Lands, 2025. 205-206. Other media. Bautista at a WWE meet and greet in 2005. Bautista appeared on the covers of the April 2005 Flex 207 and Muscle and Fitness for September 2008. 208 along with John Cena and Ashley Massaro, he appeared representing WWE on an episode of Extreme Makeover, Home Edition in January 2007, giving the kids of the family whose house was renovated WWE merchandise and 8 tickets to WrestleMania 23. 209. According to the Wrestling Figure Checklist, Bautista had 171 action figures released in the 2000s and 2010s, most were released in the mid to late 2000s by Jakks Pacific. 210 He remarked on his 2007 appearance on MTV Cribs, "I was trying to collect my action figures, but I gave up, there became too many." 211 Better source needed. Bautista in 2023. On October 16, 2007, his autobiography, Bautista Unleashed, was released. 17 In an interview about it, he claimed, "I didn't want to tell my story unless it was honest. You have to go through 3 sets of lawyers, Simon & Schuster lawyers, WWE lawyers, my lawyers. Everything now being the way it is, you can be sued for the simplest thing." 212. There was controversy over the book's mention of Chris Benoit, a wrestler who killed his wife and strangled his son in a murder-suicide, and about whom other details were removed from the book. Bautista said, "I loved the guy. I despise what he did, but that doesn't erase him from my life. I fought to keep him in there and am glad they did." 212. When asked about his ex-wife, Angie, Bautista says, "We have really become close again, which we really haven't been in years. I really learned a lot about her, and she learned a lot about me from reading the book. She actually saw things from a different perspective from reading the book. So that was definitely therapeutic." 212. Bautista held a campaign to raise money for Ovarian Cancer Research Alliance in 2010 because of Angie's ovarian cancer battle. 213 Better source needed. During the week of November 5, 2007, Bautista appeared on Family Feud with several other WWE wrestlers. 214. On September 7, 2008, he was a judge on an episode of Iron Chef America, with snails as the theme ingredient. 215 Along with Candice Michelle, Shelton Benjamin, and Josh Matthews, he represented the WWE at the 2008 Democratic National Convention in an effort to persuade fans to register to vote in the 2008 presidential election. 216 He has also appeared on MTV Cribs showing his house and cars. 217 Non-primary source needed. His first biographical DVD, Bautista, I Walk Alone, was released through WWE Productions on October 20, 2009. A second DVD, WWE Bautista, The Animal Unleashed, released June 2014, continued his life story, detailing his departure from WWE in 2010 and his return to it in 2014. 218. Personal life. Bautista in July 2013. Bautista married his first wife, Glenda, in 1990. They had 2 daughters together, Keelani, b. 1990, and Athena, b. 1992, before they divorced in 1998. 219 Bautista married his second wife, Angie, on October 13, 1998. They have a son together, Oliver 220, and divorced in 2006. 221 Before the age of 40, Bautista already had 2 grandsons through Keelani. 222-223 In October 2015, he married competitive pole dancer Sarah Jade. 224 They separated in early 2019. 220. Bautista is 6 feet 4 inches, 1.93 m, tall and weighed around 275 pounds, 125 kilograms, as of August 2020, later slimming down to around 240 pounds, 110 kilograms, by September 2024. 225 He has numerous tattoos, including a large dragon on his back, red kanji lettering on his upper left biceps which says Angel, in tribute to Angie, a signature design on his upper right biceps, and a small sun on his abdomen which encircles his navel. 226 He also has a tattoo on his arm of the flags of Greece and the Philippines. While taking time off due to injury in 2009, he had both upper arms covered in large, tribal-style tattoos, and the phrase DC Soldier added to his right biceps. 227 He once had a tattoo of a meteor on his arm, a logo associated with former friend Manny Pacquiao, but had it covered up with a sugar skull design after Pacquiao made homophobic remarks. 228 Beginning in 2010, Bautista began eating a mostly plant-based, pescatarian diet, and in 2021 planned to go completely vegan in the near future. 229. Bautista has asthma and by his own admission used to hide inhalers in several places under the ring during his wrestling matches. 230. A baseball fan, Bautista grew up following the New York Yankees, although he has since embraced the Washington Nationals, who play at Nationals Park blocks from Bautista's childhood home. 231. Bautista supported Bernie Sanders in the 2020 Democratic Party presidential primaries. 232 He endorsed Joe Biden in the 2020 United States presidential election and appeared in an ad for his presidential campaign. 234 In 2024, Bautista, who supported U.S. Vice President and presidential candidate Kamala Harris, filmed a video demeaning her opponent, Donald Trump, for Jimmy Kimmel Live. Joseph Jason Namekaha Momoa, /Mo/, born August 1, 1979, is an American actor and film producer. He made his acting debut as Jason Ion on the syndicated action drama series Baywatch, Hawaii, 1999 to 2001, which was followed by portrayals of Ron on Dex on the sci-fi science fiction series Stargate Atlantis, 2005 to 2009, and Khal Drogo in the first two seasons of the HBO fantasy drama series Game of Thrones, 2011 to 2012. He went on to play the lead roles in the Discovery Channel historical drama series Frontier, 2016 to 2018, and the Apple TV shows C, 2019 to 2022, and Chief of War, 2025. Since 2016, Momoa has appeared in various DC Comics media, first portraying Aquaman in the DC Extended Universe, 2016 to 2023. He has also played Duncan Idaho in the science fiction film Dune, 2021, and has starred in the action film Fast X, 2023, and the fantasy adventure comedy film A Minecraft Movie, 2025. Early life. Momoa was born on August 1, 1979, in Honolulu, Hawaii to Takoni, Ne Lemke, a photographer, and Joseph Momoa, a painter. He is an only child. His father is native Hawaiian 3/4 while his mother is of German, Irish, and Pawnee 2 ancestry. 5 Shortly after his birth, his parents divorced and he and his mother moved to Norwalk, Iowa, where he was raised. He graduated from Norwalk High School and was a member of the school's soccer team alongside Brandon Routh. 6 Momoa attended the University of Hawaii at Manoa. 1. In his early teen years, Momoa became a rock climber and boulderer when his mother took him to Custer State Park where Sylvan Lake and the Needles of South Dakota lie. 7/8. Career. Momoa during the filming of Stargate Atlantis in 2006. At 19 years old, while living and working in Honolulu, Momoa decided to audition for the television series Baywatch Hawaii 19 in which he was cast as Jason Ion, 1999 to 2001. 10 He was in the main cast on the 2004 to 2005 Fox drama North Shore as Frankie. In 2004, Momoa appeared in the road comedy film Johnson Family Vacation. From 2005 to 2009, Momoa appeared as Ronan in Stargate Atlantis, for which he learned martial arts. 11. In 2009, he was cast as Roman in 4 episodes of the comedy-drama television series The Game, 2009. He portrayed the title protagonist in Conan the Barbarian, 2011, a reimagining of the 1982 film of the same name and a role made famous by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Momoa gained fame for his role of Khal Drogo on HBO's Game of Thrones. In his audition for the role, he performed a haka 12, one of many intimidating Maori dances traditionally used to convey a challenge to an opponent, or a welcome to a visitor. 13. Momoa directed and co-wrote Road to Paloma, 2014, an American drama thriller film, together with writers Jonathan Hirschbain and Robert Homer Mollahan. The film stars Momoa, Sarah Shahi, Lisa Bonet, Michael Raymond James and Wes Studi. 14. It premiered at the 2014 Sarasota Film Festival in April 2014. 15. The film had a limited theatrical release on July 15, 2014, in New York City and Los Angeles and a VOD release. 16. Momoa in 2014. In March 2014, Momoa joined the dark comedy/thriller indie Sugar Mountain alongside Carrie Elwes and Haley Webb. Its principal photography was done in Alaska. 17-18. He also starred as Philip Kappas, a Ramapough Mountain Indian, on the Sundance TV drama series The Red Road, 2014 to 2015. 19. In June 2014, Momoa was reported to have been cast in the role of Arthur Curry/Aquaman, after he auditioned for Bruce Wayne/Batman. 20. He first played the role in a cameo in the superhero film Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice 21-22-23, marking Aquaman's live-action film debut. Momoa played the character in a leading role in the 2017 ensemble film Justice League and its director's cut, Zack Snyder's Justice League. He then starred in the Aquaman solo film, which was released in late 2018. 24, 25, 26. He also reprised this role in the Lego Movie 2, the second part. 27. In August 2014, Momoa portrayed Connor in the Canadian horror action film Wolves 28 and starred in the sci-fi horror movie Debug. It was written and directed by Momoa's former Stargate Atlantis co-star, British-born Canadian actor David Hewlett. In February 2015, it was announced that he would portray a cannibal 29 in the drama thriller film The Bad Batch. 30. In 2015, Momoa was cast in the Canadian action film Braven, which was released on February 2, 2018. In March 2017, it was announced that Momoa would play Rico Rodriguez in the official Just Cause film series. 31-32. Between 2016 and 2018, Momoa portrayed Declan Harp in all 3 seasons of the Canadian historical drama television series Frontier and was an executive producer on the show. The series chronicles the North American fur trade in late 1700s Canada, and follows Declan Harp, a part Irish, part Cree outlaw who is campaigning to breach the Hudson's Bay Company's monopoly on the fur trade in Canada, which has become corrupt and engages in illegal activities to enrich itself. 33-34. In July 2018, Momoa was cast for Apple's post-apocalyptic drama series C. 35-36. In February 2019, Momoa was cast as Duncan Idaho in the Denis Villeneuve film Dune. 37-38. In February 2020, Momoa appeared in a halftime commercial for Rocket Mortgage for Super Bowl 54. He also appeared in the teaser for Scary Little Green Man by Ozzy Osbourne from his album Ordinary Man. In January 2022, it was announced that Momoa joined the cast of the 10th Fast and Furious film titled Fast X as the main villain, Dante Reyes, the son of Hernan Reyes, Joaquim de Almeida, the main antagonist killed by Luke Hobbs, Dwayne Johnson, in Fast 5. Fast X is produced by and stars Vin Diesel. 39. In 2023, Momoa made his final outings as Aquaman, beginning with an uncredited cameo in the post-credits scene of The Flash 40 and then reprising his main character role in his solo film sequel Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. 41. In June 2024, he was cast in the upcoming comedy film Carnival, At the End of Days. 42. In December 2024, Momoa was announced to play Lobo in the DC Universe film Supergirl, scheduled to be released on June 26, 2026. 43. In May 2025, Momoa was confirmed for the role of Blanka in the Street Fighter reboot film. 44. In August 2025, Momoa starred as Kayana in Apple's historical drama series Chief of War. 45. Momoa is also the series co-creator and executive producer. 46. February 11, 2026, it was announced that he is starring in the Helldivers film adaptation for Sony Pictures, PlayStation Productions, and with Justin Lin directing, and in theaters starting November 10, 2027. 47. Music. Momoa is a fan of heavy metal music. 48 and has noted that he builds his characters off of metal songs. 49. He invited members of Archisphere for cameo appearances in the first episode of the TV series C, and he also practiced proper screaming technique with the vocalist of Archisphere, Ole Peters, for a significant scene in the series. 50-51. On October 30, 2020, Momoa was featured in the song Doom by black metal band Scour. 52. Momoa is a hobby musician and plays bass guitar, mandolin, ukulele 53 and guitar 54 in his spare time, the first of which he took up after listening to Tool's song Sober. 55. In 2024, Momoa formed the power trio Uftatata alongside longtime friends Kenny Dale Borrell and Mike Hayes, performing at Nashville's Cannery Hall in May. 56. The band performed a one-off show in Auckland, New Zealand in August. 57. In July 2025 he hosted Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne's farewell concert, Back to the Beginning in Birmingham, England. 58. Personal life. Momoa. In July 2017, Momoa met his first fiancée, actress Simone Jade McKinnon, on the set of Baywatch in 1999. They were together for 6 years and became engaged in 2004. McKinnon and Momoa called off their engagement after Momoa began a relationship with actress Lisa Bonet in 2005. 59-60. Although it was previously believed that Momoa and Bonet had married on November 15, 2007, the couple did not marry until October 2017. 61. Daughter Lola Iolani was born in July 2007. 62-60 and son Nico Wolf Manako Aponemekaha 62 was born in December 2008. 63. In January 2022, Momoa and Bonet announced their split. 64. In January 2024, Bonet filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences and listing their date of separation as October 7, 2020. 65-66. On July 9, 2024, the divorce was finalized. 67. As of 2024, Momoa is in a relationship with actress Adria Arjona. 68-69. In 2017, Momoa began practicing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. 70-71. In 2019 he participated in protests against the building of the 30-meter telescope on Mauna Kea, a holy spiritual site for native Hawaiians. 72-73. Momoa has numerous tattoos, including a half sleeve on his left forearm, a tribute to his family god, or Omakwa. 74. Facial scar. On November 15, 2008, Momoa was slashed across the face with a broken beer glass during an altercation at the Birds Cafe, a tavern in Los Angeles, California. 75-76. He received approximately 140 stitches during reconstructive surgery and the scar through his left eyebrow is apparent in his later work. 75. The assailant was sentenced to 5 years in prison for the attack. 76. Advocacy. Momoa is an UNEP advocate who is dedicated to protecting the global oceans and coral reefs. Timur Derek Morrison MNZM, born December 26, 1960, is a New Zealand actor who first gained recognition in his home country for playing Dr. Honorapata on the soap opera Shortland Street. He garnered critical acclaim for starring as Jake the Mushek in the 1994 film Once Were Warriors and its 1999 sequel What Becomes of the Broken Hearted. Outside of New Zealand, Morrison is best known for his work in the Star Wars multimedia franchise, playing the roles of Jango Fett and his many genetic clones, including the Clone Troopers and Jango's clone son Boba Fett. He originated the role of Jango in the 2002 film Attack of the Clones. Morrison voiced Boba Fett in the 2004 re-release of The Empire Strikes Back, various Star Wars video games, and portrayed Boba fully in the second season of The Mandalorian, 2019, present, and the spin-off show The Book of Boba Fett, 2021 to 2022. In 2022, he had a recurring role in the Black Ops thriller series Echo 3. Morrison is known for voicing Chief Tui, the father of the Moana in Disney's Moana, 2016, and for playing Arthur Curry's father Tom Curry in the DCEU films Aquaman, 2018, The Flash, 2023, and Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, 2023. Early life. Morrison was born on 26 December 1961 in the town of Rotorua, on the North Island of New Zealand. He is the son of Hannah Morrison, née Stafford, and musician Laurie Morrison. He is Maori, of Te Arawa, Ngati Hwako, and Tainui, Ngati Maniapoto, Ngati Rarua, Wakapapa, and also has Scottish and Irish ancestry. 2-3 His sister was performer Tainui Morrison and his uncle was musician Sir Howard Morrison. His secondary education took place at Wesley College, Auckland, and Western Heights High School, Rotorua. Career: 1973 to 2014, film and music. Morrison's film debut is the 1973 film Rangi's Catch, playing the title character. He trained in drama under the New Zealand Special Performing Arts Training Scheme. One of his earliest starring roles was in the 1988 film Never Say Die, opposite Lisa Batcher. After this he played Dr. Honorapata on the television soap opera Shortland Street from 1992 to 1995. In 1994, he received attention for his role as the violently abusive Maori husband Jake the Mushek in Once Were Warriors, a film adaptation of Alan Duff's novel Once Were Warriors. The film became the most successful local release in New Zealand, and sold to many countries. The role won him international acclaim and he received the award for Best Male Performance in a Dramatic Role at the 1994 New Zealand Film and Television Awards. He reprised the role in the sequel, What Becomes of the Broken Hearted, for which he received the Best Actor award from the New Zealand Film Awards. Morrison said in 2010 that he felt typecast by the role, to the point that it was a millstone round my neck. For in 1996, he appeared in the Pamela Anderson film Barbed Wire. 5. He has appeared in supporting roles in Speed 2, Cruise Control, 1997, and The Beautiful Country, 2004. In 2005, Morrison became the host of the talk show The Tem Show on New Zealand television. In the 1996 Queen's Birthday Honours, Morrison was appointed a member of the New Zealand Order of Merit, for services to drama. 6. He started writing an autobiography in 2009, which he hoped would inspire others to reach for the stars. 7. He released his debut album, Tem, through Sony Music Entertainment NZ in late November 2014. It consists of covers of songs that his father, and uncle Sir Howard Morrison, had performed at local venues when he was growing up. 8. 2002 to 2023, Star Wars films, video games, and television. Morrison became widely known outside of New Zealand with his role as bounty hunter Jango Fett in the 2002 film Star Wars, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Part of the plot involves an army of clones created with Django's DNA, so Morrison also provided the voice acting for the clones. 9. He reappeared as several clones in Star Wars, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and re-recorded the lines of the character Boba Fett, Django's clone son, in the 2004 DVD re-releases of the original Star Wars trilogy, replacing the voice of Jason Wingreen. Morrison has since portrayed Jango Fett and his clones in several Star Wars video games, all produced by LucasArts. He played the clone commando boss in Star Wars, Republic Commando, 2005, voiced all the troopers in Star Wars, Battlefront, 2004, and voiced both Django and Boba Fett in its sequel, Battlefront 2, 2005. Morrison reprised his role as Django in Star Wars, Bounty Hunter, 2002, a game centered around the character, and Lego Star Wars, the video game, 2005, along with his clones, but was uncredited in the latter. He voiced Boba in the 2006 game Star Wars, Empire at War, and DICE's Star Wars Battlefront, 2015, and Battlefront 2, 2017, the latter of which were produced by EA. Morrison physically portrayed Boba Fett for the first time in the second season of The Mandalorian, 2020. 10. In the show, Morrison portrays an aged, weathered version of the character. 11. Morrison's Fett has heavy scars on his face, and wears dark robes before reclaiming and restoring his armor. Morrison says that with the physically worn appearance, he adjusted his voice to be more gravelly, as if Boba's vocal cords were affected by his past traumas. With the role, Morrison was also able to bring a bit of his own Maori culture to Fett's portrayal. In an interview with the New York Times, he said that he wanted to bring that kind of spirit and energy, which we call Wairua, to the role 11 and used that influence in his on-screen fight scenes, both in the hand-to-hand combat and while wielding weapons. In 2020, a spin-off of the series The Mandalorian was announced, titled The Book of Boba Fett. 12. Morrison reprises his role as Boba Fett 12 following Fett's life after the events of the 1983 film Return of the Jedi. The series premiered on December 29, 2021. 13. In 2022, Morrison made a cameo appearance as a homeless veteran clone trooper in the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series. 14. In 2023, he voiced Rex and other clones in an episode of the first season of Ahsoka. 2008, present, other roles. Morrison returned to Shortland Street for 6 weeks in June and July 2008 to reprise the role of Dr. Honro Pata. In 2008, he appeared on New Zealand skit comedy television show Pulp Sport, in a sketch that made fun of him being cloned. Morrison has appeared in several DC Comics related films. In the 2011 film Green Lantern, he portrayed Abin Sur. 15. In 2018 he played lighthouse keeper Tom Curry, the father of the title character, in Aquaman. Morrison reprised the role in The Flash, released in 2023, and Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, which released in December 2023. 16. Morrison also provided the voice of Moana's father, Chief Tui, in the 2016 animated Disney film of the same name. He reprised the role in the 2024 sequel, and also provided Tui's singing voice instead of Christopher Jackson. He portrayed Kahekili in the 2025 Hawaiian period drama miniseries Chief of War, executive produced and co-starred by Jason Momoa for Apple TV+. 17. Personal life. Morrison lives in New Zealand, and divides his time between filming there, Australia, and the United States. He has an adult son from a relationship in the late 1980s with singer Kim Willoughby from the all-girl group When the Cat's Away, and a daughter with Peter Melbourne. Morrison's partner is Ashley Houghton Sadlier, who is of Maori heritage. Stephen Root, born November 17, 1951, is an American actor. He has starred as Jimmy James on the NBC sitcom News Radio, 1995 to 1999, as Milton Wadhams in the film Office Space, 1999, and voiced Bill Dotterive and Buck Strickland on the animated series King of the Hill, 1997 to 2010, 2025, present. 1. Root has appeared in numerous Coen Brothers films including Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? 2000, The Lady Killers, 2004, No Country for Old Men, 2007, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, 2018, and The Tragedy of Macbeth, 2021. Other notable film roles include Dave, 1993, Bicentennial Man, 1999, Dodgeball, 2004, Idiocracy, 2006, Cedar Rapids, 2011, Selma, 2014, Trumbo, 2015, Get Out, 2017, and On the Basis of Sex, 2018, as well as his voice roles in Ice Age, 2002, and Finding Nemo, 2003. His television roles have included Capt. K. Beta in the Star Trek, The Next Generation two-part episode Unification, 1991, and Hawthorne Abenson in seasons 2 to 4 of the series The Man in the High Castle. He has supporting roles in a variety of HBO series, including Boardwalk Empire, True Blood, Perry Mason, and Succession. He starred as Monroe Fuchs in the HBO dark comedy series Barry, for which he was nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series in 2019. Early life. Root was born in Sarasota, Florida, on November 17, 1951, the son of Leona Estelle and Roland Claire Root, a project superintendent and site manager on major civil engineering projects throughout the U.S. and Mexico. Root has likened his childhood to that of an army brat, as his family frequently relocated while his father supervised each construction project. 2. Root graduated from Vero Beach High School in Vero Beach, Florida. He received his Associate of Arts degree from the University of Florida and trained in the Bachelor in Fine Arts, BFA, acting program. The university recognized him as one of its distinguished alumni in 2008. 3. Subsequently he was granted a BFA after completion of his final semester based on the quality and character of his acting career, having left college to pursue Broadway theater in his final semester. Career. Root began his career on stage in 1980. He made his Broadway acting debut in the play Journey's End, playing Second Lieutenant Trotter. He also appeared in All My Sons as Frank Luby, and as John in the 2015 play Marjorie Prime. 4. Root made his feature film debut in the 1988 film Crocodile Dundee 2 as a DEA agent. That same year, he acted in the psychological horror film Monkey Shines as Dean Burbage. 5. He has a small role as a detective in the movie Ghost, 1990, as well as roles in Dave, 1993, and RoboCop 3, 1993. Root has also had many guest appearances in television programs across several genres. He was Klingon Captain K. Beta in the Star Trek, The Next Generation two-part episode Unification in 1991. He portrayed the role of an exterminator in the Home Improvement 1991 episode Wild Kingdom. He played Raymond, a hunting store owner involved in illegal gun trading, in the 1993 In the Heat of the Night episode A Love Lost. He guest starred on Seinfeld as a bank manager in the 1996 episode The Invitations, handling Kramer's Hello Greeting issue. In the CSI episode Homebodies from 2003, he played the father of a rape victim. He had a role in Frasier in the 2004 episode Dieter as the father of the family helping Frasier when his car broke down. In the 1993 to 1994 television season, Root appeared as a series regular as R.O. on the Beau Bridges/Lloyd Bridges comedy/western series Hearts of the West on CBS. He also had a regular role on the short-lived CBS series Ladies' Man, 1999 to 2000, which starred Sharon Lawrence soon after she left NYPD Blue. Among his most recognized television roles are eccentric billionaire Jimmy James on the sitcom News Radio, 1995 to 1999, and in a recurring role on the final 2 seasons of The West Wing, 2005 to 2007, as Republican campaign consultant Bob Meyer. He appeared in many comedy films, particularly as the mumbling, quirky Milton Wadhams in Mike Judge's Office Space, 1999, 6'5" head of Northam Robotics Dennis Mansky in Bicentennial Man, 1999, the mild-mannered Jim Rat Gordon Pibb in Dodgeball, A True Underdog Story, 2004, Judge Hector in A Reunion with Mike Judge in Idiocracy, 2006, the dim-witted principal in the Judd Apatow-produced comedy Drill Bit Taylor, 2008, and Suds, a drunk sports writer, in Leatherheads, 2008. Root is a favorite hire of the Coen brothers. 5. He has appeared in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? 2000, The Lady Killers, 2004, No Country for Old Men, 2007, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, 2018, and The Tragedy of Macbeth, 2021. Kevin Smith wrote a role in Jersey Girl, 2004, specifically for Root. Root also portrayed NASA flight director Chris Kraft in the miniseries From the Earth to the Moon, 1998. He took on the biographical role of Richard A. Clarke in The Path to 9/11, 2006. Root at the 2011 San Diego Comic-Con. Root has an active career as a voice actor, most notably as the voice of divorced, down-and-out Army barber Bill Dotterive, Hank Hill's hedonistic boss Buck Strickland, and various other characters on the Mike Judge animated television series King of the Hill, 1997 to 2010, 2025, present. Root is also heard in animated films such as Ice Age, 2002, and its sequel Ice Age, The Meltdown, 2006, Finding Nemo, 2003, and its sequel Finding Dory, 2016, and Rango, 2011. In other animated television series, his regular roles include Commander Chode in Tripping the Ripped and Home Base in the X's. He has also provided vocal talent in animated television series such as Chowder, Batman, The Brave and the Bold, and Teen Titans. Root has appeared in HBO series True Blood as Eddie, a vampire. He had a multi-episode arc in the 2nd season of Pushing Daisies on ABC, playing the mysterious Dwight Dixon. He appeared as Johnny Foreals, inventor of the word booyah, on Kangamangas, an episode of the Sarah Silverman program on Comedy Central. He appeared in the 2009 comedy film The Men Who Stare at Goats as Gus Lacey. In 2010, he appeared in a multi-episode arc in Season 8 of the Fox television series 24 as a probation officer named Bill Prady, and in the FX television series Justified as the eccentric Judge Mike the Hammer Reardon, as well as appearing in Robert Redford's The Conspirator, playing John Lloyd, a key witness in the trial of alleged Lincoln conspirator Mary Surratt. His subsequent films have included Cedar Rapids, 2011, Selma, 2014, Trumbo, 2015, Get Out, 2017, and On the Basis of Sex, 2018. In 2012, he began playing Gaston Means in Season 3 of the acclaimed HBO TV series Boardwalk Empire. From 2015 to 2016, he portrayed Lynn Boyle, father of Charles Boyle on the show Brooklyn Nine-Nine. In 2018, Root began starring in the HBO series Barry, for which he received a Primetime Emmy Award nomination 7 and 4 nominations for the Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Comedy Series. 8 In 2020, he appeared as Maynard Barnes in the HBO series Perry Mason, and from 2021 to 2023, he played Ron Petkus in HBO's Succession. Personal life. Root married his first wife, Laura Joan Hayes, with whom he has a son named Cody, in 1984. 9/6 They divorced in August 1997. 9 He married actress Romy Rosemont on December 14, 2008. 10/11 They co-starred together in several television shows such as Fringe and Masters of Sex. They were due to appear on screen together in the 2011 horror film Red State, but Rosemont was forced to pull out due to a scheduling conflict with Glee. Mayaki Aloha, born December 15, 2016, is an American child actress from Hawaii. She is known for playing Lilo Pelikai in the 2025 live-action adaptation of Lilo and Stitch, for which she earned a Saturn Award nomination for Best Younger Performer in a Film in 2026. Early life. Mayaki Aloha was born on December 15, 2016 in Kailua Kona, Hawaii. 1-2 She has been dancing hula since she was little. 3 She started dancing Tahitian dance at the age of 2. In 2022, Ki Aloha won the title of Mini Miss Kona Coffee. 4. Career. Ki Aloha's first on-screen role was in the 2025 film Lilo and Stitch, a live-action remake of the 2002 animated film of the same name. She auditioned for the role of Lilo at the age of 5 and was cast for the role in 2023. 6 She was later cast as Lonnie in The Wrecking Crew, 2026. 7 She appeared in Disney's musical series, Electric Bloom, 2025, as Kaya. 8-9. On February 12, 2026 it was announced that she would star in Nutmeg and Mistletoe as Alma. 10. Recognition. In June 2025, Mayor of Hawaii County, Kimo Alameda, proclaimed June 3, 2025 as Mayaki Aloha Day on Hawaii County during a ceremony at the West Hawaii Civic Center. For Mayor Alameda said during the ceremony that proclaiming June 3 as Mayaki Aloha Day is a tribute to her inspiring journey and serves as a beacon of hope for local girls and kids to pursue their dreams, no matter how big. Lydia Peckham is a New Zealand stage, television, and film actress. Biography. Peckham spent her childhood in Edinburgh and the west coast of Scotland, as well as France, before growing up in New Zealand from the age of 8 years old, where she attended Nelson College for Girls and Toi Whakaari. As well as attending drama school in New Zealand, Peckham appeared on stage in England as Ariel in The Tempest at the Old Globe Theatre, and the Minack Theatre in Cornwall. 1-2-3. Peckham had early television roles in Cowboy Bebop for Netflix, and Mr. Corman for Apple TV+. She also appeared in the film Only Cloud Knows, 2019, a Chinese and New Zealand co-production. During the COVID-19 pandemic she co-wrote a play with her sister Scarlett, which was performed in Wellington, New Zealand, when pandemic restrictions were lifted. 3-2. Peckham appeared in science fiction film Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes as the CGI ape Suna, for which she completed a self-filmed audition tape from a tree in her family apple orchard in Nelson, New Zealand, with a camera bunny tied to the tree. For the role she had 6 weeks of ape training with Alain Gauthier, choreographer from Cirque du Soleil, and filmed in Australia. 1-2-4-3. In February 2024 she was cast in historical drama film Nuremberg, in the role of journalist Lila, the film premiering the following year. 5-6-1 Later that year, she joined the cast of Amazon MGM Studios action comedy film The Wrecking Crew. 7. In February 2025, she was cast in the 2025 television series Robin Hood as Priscilla of Nottingham, the daughter of Sean Bean's sheriff. The Wrecking Crew is a 2026 American buddy cop action comedy film directed by Ángel Manuel Soto and written by Jonathan Tropper. It stars Dave Bautista, Jason Momoa, Claes Bang, Timura Morrison, Jacob Batalon, Frankie Adams, Mayabi, Stephen Root, and Morena Baccarin. Plot. Private investigator Walter Hale is killed in an apparent hit-and-run in Hawaii. His sons, estranged half-brothers U.S. Navy SEAL James and suspended police detective Johnny, are informed of his death. Yakuza thugs attack Johnny at his Oklahoma home, believing that Walter had sent him a package. Although initially ambivalent about Walter's death due to their estrangement, Johnny heads to Hawaii to attend the funeral and investigate his death. There, he reunites with James, meeting his wife Leela and their children. Their cousin Nanny comes, who works for Governor Peter Mayhew, also a longtime family friend. The brothers investigate Walter's death separately, converging on his ransacked apartment. They work with Walter's assistant Pika and find plans for a casino and resort hidden in a surfboard. With Nani's help, they discover the casino is to be built on Hawaiian homelands, with the site already home to a small community. Johnny and James infiltrate a party held at casino developer Marcus Robichaux's house. Johnny discovers that Walter had been hired by both Marcus and his wife Monica to investigate each other, while James encounters Yakuza leader Nakamura, whose shell company owns the vehicle involved in Walter's death. Johnny goes to meet Monica the next day but finds her dead. Believing Marcus to be responsible, he returns to the house to confront him, but is beat up by Marcus security and locked up in jail. After Johnny is released, the brothers fight each other to settle their differences. Johnny reveals he is motivated to investigate Walter's death because he was unable to solve the murder of his own mother, who he blames on the Syndicate, a local crime group. However, James discloses that he sent Johnny away to save his life from the Syndicate, leading to their estrangement. Johnny's ex-girlfriend Valentina calls him from Oklahoma, telling him that a package from Walter had arrived there. After she personally delivers the package to Hawaii, they find it contains a flash drive that acts as a security key to a digital wallet owned by Walter before they are attacked by more Yakuza. After fighting them off, they discover the digital wallet contains millions of dollars as well as transaction information relating to offshore bank accounts owned by Governor Mayho. They conclude that Robichaux, in league with the Yakuza, has been bribing the governor. This is to legalize gambling and to give him permission to build a casino on Hawaiian homeland. Walter was murdered after he uncovered the plot and sent the flash drive to Johnny. James and Johnny receive a call from Robichaux, revealing that he has kidnapped Leela and Nani, and demands the flash drive for their lives. James and Johnny assault his house, rescue them, and kill Nakamura and Robichaux. Mayho is arrested for corruption while the leader of the syndicate gives Johnny the name of the man who killed his mother in appreciation for dealing with the Yakuza. However, Johnny burns the paper with the killer's name in a barbecue. Johnny decides to stay in Hawaii with James and they make plans to spend the millions left to them by Walter in the digital wallet. Cast: Dave Bautista as James Hale, Jason Momoa as Johnny Hale.